What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure and like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna get right into it. Indiana Fever fans, man, are really trying to. Well, they're calling for Christie Sides' job, right? And personally, I thought that Christie Sides did a pretty good job this year. The Indiana Fever wound up with a record of 20-20. They also made it to the playoffs. I'm trying to think and so they made it to the playoffs. They ended up with a record of 20-20. So now they didn't get off to a really good start. I thought it was probably going to be hard for early in the season for Christie Sides to keep her job. Just because it was hard to tell like how her and Caitlin Clark was getting along. Um, and they seem to, in my opinion, they seem to get along really well, and they seem to find like a chemistry together. Like Christy Size, she was able to gain more trust in Caitlin Clark, like throughout the season. And so then they started to pick up and they did pretty good. But they started out like 3-10, not really good at all, like I said, and wound up being 20-20 at the end of the season. Also made it to the playoffs, um, you know, as the sixth seed, right? A sixth overall seed, which I thought was pretty good. Um, but I think part of the reason why a lot of fans really want to move Christie Size out is I think they want a bigger name coach, right? And they want a big name coach so they can really attract some free agents. Now, one of the coaches that they're calling, that people think might be a good fit with Indiana. Number one, because Mark Jackson, and it's because he's a guard. And also he has ties to Indiana. He used to play for the Indiana Pacers, back in the day. So because Mark Jackson, was a guard, he used to play for the Indiana Pacers, they think that he will be someone good to be able to mentor Caitlin Clark, which I think that Mark Jackson as a mentor for Caitlin Clark, I think that would be a great fit. Um, Another person they thought would be a great fit to coach this team and to attract some free agents is Larry Bird. Now, Larry Bird wasn't a guard in the NBA. Was kind of like a point forward, excellent passer when he played. So he also would be a great mentor, and somebody that Caitlin Clark can really, she could really learn a lot from Larry Bird and feed off of his experience and his knowledge of the game too. So with Mark Jackson or Larry Bird, they really couldn't go wrong with either one of those guys. Now, and as far as like who do they think like who's coming back for the Indiana Fever, right? So they're hoping that Kelsey Mitchell come back. Kelsey Mitchell, she didn't get off to a good start either, but she wound up averaging 19 points a game. And it seemed like her and Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark really found they found their chemistry, and they started really working well together. So that was good. So a lot of people are hoping that Kelsey Mitchell stays with the Indiana Fever, and and then they can build on that, right? Those two right there. Um, Most people think that Aaliyah Boston, she'll be back. One person that they think may not be back next season is Alyssa Smith. Now, Alyssa Smith, um, she didn't say like at times it seemed like she was she didn't really wasn't really feeling the team, but she still made a really big contribution. Alyssa Smith averaged 10.6 points a game, and people can't really tell if she's interested in coming back for the Fever and playing with them. But the whole point, like I said, is for the Indiana Fever to be able to attract some free agents, somebody who can help Caitlin Clark, and possibly Kelsey Mitchell, really just continue to improve and and grow the team. I think that I'm not sure, like as far as free agents, like who will be out there yet. Nobody has really nobody right now that comes to mind, but I think that they have a lot to build on. I think they need someone else like someone that can help Aaliyah Boston down in the paint. Like I said, Nalissa Smith, I thought was pretty good. She was solid at 10.6, averaging over 10 points, 10 and a half a game. I think that Alyssa Smith, though, kind of feel like she might kind of felt like she was being scapegoated sometimes. Like when things go wrong, a lot of the fans, kind of got on her at certain points in time, during the season. But I thought that she played really well. I think they need like a stronger defensive low player like in the paint to help out Aaliyah Boston. But other than that, man, in my opinion, do I think they really should get rid of Christie Sides? No, I don't think so. I thought, like I said, there's a learning curve to be considered when you're playing, when you're coaching a franchise type ball player, like not just a franchise ball player, but a generational type talent. You and I think Christie Sides had to learn, how to coach a franchise type ball player or a generational type ball player, and because I think that Christie Sides can coach. I don't know that, like, if they do decide to keep Christie Sides, I don't know that they'll be able to, like, she will hurt them as far as like recruiting other stars going there. I think mostly what it'll be based on is the fact that Caitlin Clark is there, and the fact that they were able to, they had some success in the second half of the season. So, but I mean, if they get Mark Jackson or Larry Bird, it won't hurt the team. I mean, it'll definitely be a plus. Let me know what you think. Do you think the team should get rid of Christie Sides and go after potentially Mark Jackson and Larry Bird, or you think they should give Christie Sides another season just to see if they can build on the success that they had this year? I don't think so personally. I think they should keep Christie Sides, but that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, I'm looking forward to your comments, and I'll check you all out on the next video. Peace.